Anyway, BAFTAs.
I was Bafta as well.
To bits.
I was Bafta as well.
I don't even really know how to tee this up because I didn't watch it or anything like that. I just saw what was going on. What is his name? His name's is the guy with Tourette. His name's John Davidson.
John Davidson.
There it is, yeah.
He's how old is he? They said he's 84 years old. He looks a lot younger than that. But anyway, he's got Tourette's. He was at the ceremony. Michael B. Jordan was on the stage with who was he on stage with?
Delroy Lindo.
Yeah, that's it. And in that, John Davidson shouted out. He shouted out some abusive words, one being nigger. Yeah. As far as I'm concerned, correct me if I'm wrong, because this is how I felt. I'm going to be honest with you. This is how I felt, yeah. I understand Tourette's. I've watched quite a lot of documentaries on Tourette's. I've had quite a few conversations with my mum about Tourette's. So I have a certain understanding of Tourette's, yeah, and how that works. So that is one conversation. How I felt about it was when I had found out, yeah, that there was words that were censored in that show.
And nigger wasn't one of them.
And nigger wasn't one of them.
But Free Palestine is.
I was very upset.
Why?
I was very upset because to me, if anyone is looking at the word, whatever the words are, yeah, and saying this is offensive, this can't go out. Mm-hmm. But somebody heard that and said, "This, you know what? Judging by the context, that's not offensive. We're going to leave that in." That's a major, major issue to me. Because as far as I'm concerned, yeah, yes, we can have a conversation about Tourette's. And we can have a conversation about context and intent and all of that type of stuff. But you can't tell me how I should feel hearing a word fired out regardless of the context. And if you're telling me that you have the ability and had the ability to get rid of something because you did it before, but you saw that, heard the word, and said, that one can fly, nah.
Racism was made by white people. We live in white people's countries. They will never, and I repeat, I ain't even say I got problems with white people in general or nothing, because I don't. But I just know you lot will never sacrifice your privilege for me. That's why I move the way I do. You will never sacrifice your privilege for me, bro. And I don't expect you to, so don't think, well. So that's why I operate the way I do, my guy. And that's a prime example of it. You're in a privileged position to understand that that's offensive to a group of people that are probably not you. So I don't imagine the people that have their sign-offs for the BAFTAs in situations like this are black. I don't imagine it.
No.
But I imagine if you hear the other situation, you potentially could be offended if you're part of a particular group. I'm not saying you're right or you're wrong. But why don't you have that same sense of mind for the other terminology where you're not offended, but you know somebody else has the capacity to be offended? And one's actually not offensive. By saying free somebody, you're not saying somebody else should feel pain. So you're choosing to be offended by that. That speaks to mental illness to me. The other terminology is something was spoken and said to people in cornfields, fam.
And that's the thing that upsets me the most, bro. You know, like, every once in a while, yeah, I always think about this when my mum told me, yeah. My mum went through a madness when she was young in this country, yeah. And I'm not even going to get into that particularly. But there was one thing she told me about my granddad, yeah. I've said here many of times when I've talked about my granddad, he's not a man who spoke that much. I used to go to the yard all the time. I was at my grandparents' house all the time. Granddad didn't really speak that much. He used to just come in from work, whatever. We just knew the TV was his now. Yeah. When my granddad got old and he was unable to care for himself, I was caring for him. I was going there and doing his shopping and all of that, yeah. And my mum said to me one time, she said, he has a big character, had a big character, but him being a skilled carpenter, he used to go to work all the time and just be called a nigger and be beaten all the time. People used to beat him up and that. He used to get beaten up so bad because literally the manager liked him. But the people that he worked with, they just didn't rate that. He's black. They just don't even want him here in the first place. And it got to the point where he had a nervous breakdown. And after having a nervous breakdown, he was just never the same again. And that's after hearing this word constantly over and over and over and over again. So when I watch the TV, yeah, and there's a scenario in 2026 where there's something that has been silenced, yeah, and this thing here that has been tied and associated to even many different situations and circumstances in history, but even just this one, yeah, that one can fly.
They have to profit off your pain. You have the biggest response when something goes wrong. If you respond on their social media, apps, devices, and so on and so forth, more money is generated. You take a look at how much pain is sold in rap. You take a look at how much slavery films there are. They profit off our pain. They continue to profit off our pain. And then they do little examples of racism in every maybe 10, 15 years. So there's a new generation of people that get affected by it. And it becomes a cycle. And I'm like, when do we just stop wanting to be a part of that? I think the biggest thing in this country is if everybody does what Wiley done. I understand why some of you lot got it. And I'm friends with some people that have got these OBEs, MBs. I get it. Brother, I will rate if all of you lot give it back. If all of you lot just go, yeah, Wiley said take it back. If all of you lot, like Skepta refused it. There's another poet that died. What's his name again?
Benjamin Zephaniah.
He also refused it. And I saw other people on the couch applauding, but they would actually take it. What I want you lot to do is take yourself out of the situation for 1 second. Understand globally, black people are being disrespected. And then when you go to bow down in front of a guy called Prince Charles that has bigger hands in your head, think about what you're doing. Think about how much people in England have suffered being called a nigger at work and so on and so forth. Think about the amount of jewels that are not from England that happen to be pounding people's necks. Think about why there is 3 lions on the crest of a fucking England jersey. Think about all of these things and then ask yourself, should I be bowing down in front of the royal family? And if the answer is still yes after that, then you're not for man. You're just not for the man them. Don't get involved with the man them situations. Watch Top Boy from a distance and say I like J Hus from a distance. Stop trying to get involved, some of you lot, because at this point, if all of this can happen, I just think it's time for us to stick with us. Figure out a plan with us. Not saying don't immerse yourself with everybody, but we're being disrespected, bro. Michael B. Jordan. That's one of the biggest actors for how long for me, I don't really know actors' names. That's one thing I will say today.
Yeah.
I know Michael B. Jordan's name.
Yeah.
Shout out Michael B. Jordan, fam. Every time you see Michael B. Jordan after everything he's achieved, fam, he's even like connected with Bournemouth, and Bournemouth are doing cold right now. You should be showing that man love, praise. We should be uplifting that brother at any opportunity that we get. And you mean to tell me he's gone to the Baftas where he should be safe? He's off the roads now, bro. He's out of them environments, and we're just gonna say he's gonna get called nigger. Cool, the guy's got Tourette's. I don't really know about Tourette's, so I'm not here to say whether it's this. I don't know.
A neurological misfire. So it's like, anyway, that's all next
so I
week.
can't think about it, but I can think about the fact that you can take out something, but you can keep something else in, and
That's
the thing
the
that you
issue.
take out offends you, but the thing you keep in doesn't offend you. I'm just saying, if we know at BET we get love. If we know Mobos, we see people getting love apart from 2011, Kanye King, you still got a lot to answer for. If you know that at certain times when you're together, you get love, why not stay in the places where you get love? You can achieve more. Because I feel when you, and this is not everybody, some people are drafted into situations because they have so much love in their designated area, their area lifts them. Like I feel like Dave has so much love in the area of black music and so on and so forth. He's lifted to the Brits. I don't think he chases a Brit. No. He's lifted to the Brits. I think some people, that commercial status, they're like, Chuckie, you're another example. You're lifted to BBC One Extra. Because of the skill level you have and everything you've done when it comes to R&B, you're lifted into that position. So whatever happens there, I don't care. But if you're chasing those positions, I question it. Because it's only really going to do something for you. It's not going to do something for anybody else. It's only really going to do something for you. But when Chuckie gets lifted to BBC One Extra, now One Extra have an extra listener. They 100% have an extra listener. So what I'm trying to say is the commercial places, I don't mind them all being there. But I'm telling you, we need to change our frame of mind, help the man them, and when we get lifted to these spaces, you're bringing the man them with you. So when these incidents happen, we've got more of a say and we can stop it, because on the top scale, if it looks like it's something that's accepted, everybody filtering down's affected. So we have to make sure we bring some troops to the top, because this just can't happen, bruv. Love your own, man.
Do you know what, as well? Funny enough, I actually wanted to do an episode a while ago with somebody with Tourette's, by the way. That was mad. I
You keep getting interrupted though, innit?
Huh?
No.
Say again?
No.
You could have done it. Some people have different triggers, you know. Like, some people can sit down and have a conversation.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Can I play you that song?
Sometimes it's fired by, like, if they feel anxious or they feel uncomfortable.
I saw one girl, this video, she was like, for many years, bold was her thing.
What's that?
Bold.
Bold?
And she got it because her dad...
What do you mean?
A bald head.
A bald head. So it would make her say
so
stuff.
whenever she sees a bald head, she just screams it. And she says she got it from her dad because her dad
What would she
bold.
say?
She would scream bold, like bald head, like just whenever she sees it. But that's light, obviously. It's like triggers. But
it's a very interesting...
There's like you said, it was
it's
neurological.
really interesting.
It's a neurological, what is it?
Misfire,
exactly.
Yeah.
But it's funny that I just want to add this one point. It's funny that they censor Free Palestine, given that the Palestine Action was considered a terrorist group, but then now they're not guilty as of last week.
Oh, interesting.
So their thing that is, and a thing that people can say now is censored, but the thing that is, you know, you can get fired from your job for was not censored. You know, to saying the N word in a lot of spaces, you know, it is a criminal offence. You shouldn't say it. It's considered. What's the time again? What's it considered?
What's that?
Racial abuse. Thank you very much. Yeah, it's considered racial abuse. So.
Is it though? Because I'm here to show you it's not.
No.
I need to go back to just pause, darling. We're trying to show. Look, I need to show everybody what I'm trying to do, because I'm doing it in a weird way. All these racial situations which are happening in football, music, BAFTA, they're all the same bomber clot thing. If we all stick together, you eradicate it. People take different choices in life and you hear racism in different ways. This is John Lennon. What?
Yeah, put it on there.
Let me just play it louder, please. Just wheel it up, just so they can hear it. I'm sorry, they're all co-linked, and I'm tired of them. I'm just tired of them. Of course on Spotify.
Oh, I'll put it on Spotify. What is the actual song?
What's the name of
Oh my god.
By John Lennon.
How is that even still
By
there?
John Lennon. John Lennon. This
How
is
is that
everyone
even-
think he's the hero. Not my hero. Not my hero, dog. Punched up his missus, locked himself in some room with his gal for time. He's a weirdo, bro. John Lennon's a bloody weirdo, bro. So imagine he's at a concert,
this come
everyone's
out?
singing along.
It will tell you at the bottom though.
You mean he was doing that at Glastonbury?
1972.
Woman is a nigger of the world. What?
Sometime in New York. Yeah, I don't understand.
They'll find a way to explain
what
it.
the context is.
It don't matter. They'll just
I
find a
don't
way to
know.
No,
explain it.
that's what you don't do.
Stop that.
Stop that right
He
there.
might be trying now.
Jose Mourinho. Jose Mourinho. What are you talking, brother?
I need to pee bad now.
Bro, I'm
That
tired.
woman is crazy as well, Yoko.
Yoko's a lunatic, fam. Racism can get me amped up, man. It's so annoying.
Wait.
Did he message me?
Anyway, shout out Madonna.
Yeah?
Always, man.
Why? That's random.
Because she epitomizes me and Green Lanes.
So anyway.
My Donna, kebab, and you guess what her man's from?
Okay, hold on.
Jamaica.
Hold on. This is what John Lennon said, yeah?
What did he say?
He said he clarified that in a white male-dominated society that sees the role of women as bed partners, broom pushers, bottle washers, typists and cooks, women are niggers in this society.
Oh, John
for
Lennon,
God's sake.
shut up,
That's
you
even
piece
worse.
of crap. You idiot. You locked your gal in a room, fam. No food and bare things. What was that?
Anyway.
I made that up, by the way, people. I just don't like John Lennon, fam.
Anyway, you're not going to be the dad for Bonnie Blue.